Hello everyone and welcome to my live stream. My name is Anastasia and today we will be doing hollow powder designs and hollow flakes. I will show you some tips and secrets how to work with them, how to choose the good one, and give you also some tips how to actually apply them on the nails and to make them last longer. So let's begin. Okay, I'm switching to my back camera and you can already see some of the designs we're going to do today. And let's start with the beginning. Hello Tennessee, it's glad to see you here. Okay, so I am putting on my nitrile gloves, and first thing is you need to actually choose a good hollow powder because sometimes they just don't work as we expect. For example, this one, Hello Texas. As you can see, it's hollow, but the particles they are too big. So we will get definitely a shine with this powder, but we will not get this look. Also, I have this, which looks stunning, right? But still, the particles they're too big to create this actual hollow powder effect. I mean, we still can use them for some designs, but just for different ones. So hollow powder, you need to look like an actual powder. You see the particles, they're really small, and this is how it should look like. So it doesn't look very well when it's in the jar. I also have this one, and when we look on the side, we can actually see this hollow here, and I'm not sure if it worked, but I left some links under the video with where you can purchase them, and if I didn't, then I will add them later once we will finish. So once you choose a good hollow powder, the next step is to choose the background, and here I have some samples, and here is the dot of the color that I use for the background. And well, definitely the black is usually the best solution because the color pop a lot more when you use the black background, and when you add some color they also look different. So with the dark colors, like this one is dark purple, you can see it's pretty dark and it looks nice, and just my personal opinion that with dark colors they pop more, and with light colors they just look softer and nicer, but still they're nice. Hello Greece. And okay, now let me give you a tip on how to apply the hollow powder. I learned so much from you. Always drop whatever I'm doing. Watch. Thank you, Jenna. So I have 3 tips. I applied the black gel polish 2 coats. And first tip is that you probably know that one if you already tried to work with the chrome or prism powders, is that application should be flawless. So whenever you have some bump or imperfection in your application, it will easily seen when you apply the hollow. So make sure all your layers are super thin and super smooth. So one way of applying hollow powder is just to apply the gel polish and then rub it right into the sticky layer. And I just want to show you 3 different options of doing that, and then we will see the difference. Hello Holland. So when I am working with a hollow powder, I usually place it really close to the nail or to the tip so I will not lose any of the particles. And honestly, my perfect tool to work with it is not the applicator or a silicone brush, it's my finger, but it should be always in a glove. So let me show you how it works. And now we have a sticky layer of our black. Hello Poland. And I'm applying it with the pressure and just simply go back and forth. It's pretty easy. And you can see it actually shines. We have a hollow like we wanted to, and it was just application into the sticky layer of the black gel polish. There's nothing underneath. Hola, Chile. And okay, let's just put it right here. Now let's do another one. Then I will take a black background again, and also I will use no cleanse top coat, and I will apply it on a tip. It can be a top coat for gel or for gel polish. I also make sure you apply it thin and smooth. Then I will apply it and cure. And curing time in this particular case is everything. And I will show you right in a minute what's the difference. So my curing time for my top coat is 1 minute in LED. So to achieve best results, I need to cure it half of the time, which is 30 seconds. But I just want to show you what's like the difference when you cure it. I just cured it for 15 seconds. As you can see, it still works. It's working and it's hollow. Whoops. And I can rub it and it still shine, and we can see the rainbow and no dark spots. Near the cuticle also I like to use a silicone brush because it's just easier to work with it near the cuticle or near the sidewalls. But you can already see the difference. It was one background, as you remember, and they look different, right? This one is more bright and this kind of looks lighter, and also it probably can't be seen, but I will just tell you that we spent way more powder right here. So it's more wasteful and also it will not last as long. And now let's do another one. I will do the same, apply no cleanse top coat right on top, and this time I will cure 30 seconds, which is half of the curing time for my top coat. It also depends on the lamp. The more powerful your lamp is, the less time you will need to cure. And also it will change a little bit after we apply the top coat. It will shine a little bit better. So to make our experiment more clear, let's also seal them. The first one. And okay, make sure you set your timer on the lamp for a time that you need so you won't miss it. So we just had 30 seconds for this one. And let's see what happens now. It's also working, but it's working easier. As you can see, it took me like 2 seconds to apply it, and I really hope the camera shows it, but the holo is so much better. And actually I used like a really small amount of the powder. Okay, so let's just cover them with the top coat, and I just want to show you guys the difference between those. And honestly, I also checked it on the nails, and the best like long-lasting application is the last one, when you use half time of the curing. Hello USA. It was the second one and the one, well, even if I mess them now in the lamp and forget which one was, I think we can tell this one, because it's definitely the most shining and it looks thinner in compare with the others. So this is the same but with the different backgrounds, and yes, camera showing the difference. Great. So I highly recommend you to do all your swatches, to take your time and swatch every color that you have with the powder, because when your client will come to you and she's like, I want something shiny, something hollow, and you're like, oh, we can take this powder and put it underneath my neon green, it will look so nice. But usually it doesn't work because she has no idea how it looks like, and even nail tech sometimes can tell. But once you show her this, she will be like, yeah, that's what I want. So I recommend to swatch all your colors, and it will really give them an idea like you have hundreds of colors, because you know it's just never enough for them, right? And we have our tips back from the lamp. So oops, sorry about the wire. So this was the first one with the sticky layer. This was with curing in 15 seconds, and this was with a half time. As you can see, this one is definitely, the third one is the most shiny one. So the best way of application holo powder is half of the curing time with the top coat. Okay, let's move on, and now I will give you tips on how to make it last longer. Let me know if you ever experienced some problems with that, because honestly I received many questions. And let's do some different color so it will be more fun. And it's the same for powder and for chrome, for holo flakes, it all works the same way. So now I will apply a purple background on my tip. Like I told you, application underneath any powder is very important. So make sure it's thin. Then I will cure it. And while we are curing, let me also show you like another way of application is, you've probably seen that, is using the regular applicator. Just make sure you clean it, and if some gel or top coat got stuck in there, you can also clean it with a cleanser, because once the sticky layer got into it, it will actually scratch the surface and will not allow you to apply your top coat very well. Okay, so I think, well, one coat will be enough for this color. Now I am applying top coat. And cure it for 30 seconds. And while I'm doing that, I will also prep my next tip to show you the design. So as we just figured out, one of the best colors with the holo is black. Jenna, yes, that was no wipe. For this technique, I only use no wipe top coat. It just works the best. And actually I tried the top coat with a sticky layer, and it works like on that second tip. It's not as shiny and it doesn't last that long. And also we use way much powder. The idea here is that no cleanse top coat, when we undercure it, it still has some sticky layer on it, but not as much as the regular top coats. Now I'm curing my black, and here we have our purple tip back, and again I will apply holo on it, and it's pretty fast. And I also like that the idea of applying it like that, because no powder gets stuck like it does in an applicator, and you can actually like feel the pressure. But on the actual nails sometimes it's not very comfortable to work near the cuticle. Then you can use this brush. Okay, now we did it. And before you seal it with a top coat, what I recommend to do is first to take a light buffer. Probably it can be some buffer that you've been using for a while, like not the new one, and then holding it like this, carefully buff it. So what we are doing, I am filing off the excess powder from the free edge. Then you need to do the same with the sidewalls. And then you need to apply non-acid primer for gel on the free edge. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me today as we don't really need it for the tip, but for the actual nails, it will really help to last them long and not to peel from the free edge. So you apply a thin coat of the primer on the sidewalls and on the free edge, and then seal it with a top coat. When you seal it with the top coat, make sure that you have a drop on your brush. Do not apply it too thin, and do not apply too much pressure or we can scratch the surface. So apply a light touch, and it's okay if you apply it a little thicker. Don't forget to cap the free edge and cure. Okay, so we have our black tip back. I think, yeah, one coat will be enough here also. And then I will take the same non-cleansed top coat. Okay, let me change my background as it's a little messy here. And I will take I don't know, a palette. It's like a paper, like the paper from the forms, and put a drop of my no white top coat here. Okay, and then I will take the small brush, it's number 0 synthetic, and create some lines. I hope you will be able to see them because it's, you know, black on black. But I'm just randomly creating lines, you know, like in a zebra. They don't have to be like perfectly symmetrical or anything. Just make sure you have some gaps between them. And now we will cure it for 30 seconds. Okay, and here's our purple tip back from the lamp. So try to apply it as thin as possible and to cap the free edge so there won't be any extra product right here. And if you do it like that, then the application of the Holo powder will last. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. And I am getting ready for the next design. Okay, it's been 30 seconds in the lamp. And now I'm taking the Holo powder again and applying it right on the top. As you remember, what happens when we apply Holo on a sticky layer? Well, it's still hollow, just not as shiny. And in this particular design, it's actually fine. So now get rid of the excess powder. You can use the brush for it or your finger, and this is what we have. So the Holo on the background. Oops, I think fortunately I scratched the surface. Oh no, that's actually part of the top coat. So Holo on the background, it's not as shiny, but the Holo on our lines, it's really shiny because we undercure it for 30 seconds. So you see, it's pretty simple, and now we only need to seal it with a top coat. And these lines is only one option of what you can do with this. Also, you can do the same way the drops, or like any other lines or any other pattern that you like, and I think it looks pretty cool. Then you only need to seal it with a top coat, and it will not be as it will be a little smoother, but it still will shine. Okay, now let's do another one, and for that one we will need a black background again. And I think that you will like this one. As always, my idea is not only to show you like some particular design, but to give you ideas for more of them. And I am applying. Yeah, I'm sorry, sometimes I might miss some of your questions because I can't really look in the camera while I'm applying or when I'm doing something, but from time to time I look up. Okay, cure it. And for this design, I think I will need 2 coats of the black because, well, in this design it matters. Oh, I also have another sample of this zebra here. So you can create any kind of pattern, and I think it still look nice on the Holo. Let me show it closer. And then I will continue curing the black background, and we will also need I see people rub and rub powder. Why? Is this good technique or necessary? I'm not sure I get the question. Well, I mean, are you asking like why cannot you use the same color of like the polish or gel polish instead? If that's the question, then well, it still looks different, and you can have just one powder and turn all your collection of your 100 colors of your gel polishes into another 100. So that's the idea, and also some designs. I think it is vital that you know how long your gel cures, then cut it in half. There are no wipe regardless. Yes, it doesn't matter if it's LED or UV lamp. I'm using LED personally, but if it's UV lamp, it's the same. Usually it's like 2 minutes for the top coats, then you just cut the time into half, which will be 1 minute. And let me. Okay, now I am applying the black background. Yeah, sorry, some of your questions I will need to switch to another monitor so I can see the questions I missed, and now I'm curing it. What advice will you give someone who loves doing acrylic nails but born without a left hand who wants to get into the nail industry? Oh, that's a great question, because I have a similar live stream in Russian yesterday. Well, my suggestion is that still do what you are doing, because like nobody is like, you know, first time doing something, doing designs, doing pink and white, nobody does it perfect from the first time, because that's just how it works. And you just mentioned that you love working with it. In this case, you just need to keep doing it. Like there's just no other way. Practice, practice, and practice. And, you know, just instead of, you know, spending time and like thinking, oh, like I cannot do it, like I'm not good enough, like all those other nail techs out there. Yeah, just, you know, keep doing it. You know, nobody was born like with a brush in their hand, right? All those nail technicians that you admire, like they all started at some point. Okay, now I have my black cured, and now I will need to take off the sticky layer. And I will do that in a minute. Now I'm taking off with my lint-free napkin, with my lint-free wipe. Okay, yes, finally I got to the, yes, now I can see your questions, perfect. Okay, when I finish, I will respond to all of them. So I took off the sticky layer. Make sure you removed it completely, because sometimes, you know, some shiny spots, whenever you see them, clean them again to make sure that the whole tip is matte. And thanks to you guys, now I know how to pronounce this word. And also I have a drop of the no white top coat, and I will add a little bit because I'm not sure that is enough for me. And okay, well, now we need to apply another layer of the top coat and cure it like we usually cure it before applying a holo for 30 seconds. Okay, apply it and cure. And while I'm curing, I can see your previous questions. If we want the background to have the color of the holo, only to put it on the top, how we do it? Well, as you can see, like now I did, like there's the yellow, this is the color of the background, and this is how it looks. So it will not look like, you know, really yellow. As you can see, they all look kind of the same, but still they have a different shade. So all you need to do is just use another color of the background. It's not dramatically different like it is when you use like chrome powder, but it's still different. Okay, now we had 30 seconds here again, and I am applying the chrome powder, holo powder, I'm sorry. And I really like this sound when it's all smooth and clean. Okay, and now I will take this drop of the top coat. Let's move those guys right there. And then I will create like an abstract drops. I don't know, I think it's better. Why did you remove the sticky layer? Because you putting top coat. I'll seal. Well, that was, I was going to show you a different one, and then I remembered that, well, I just changed my mind. So taking off the sticky layer was not necessary at this particular design. Yes, it's impossible to hide anything from you. Yeah, I just changed my mind, decided that this one is better. Okay, so I just randomly apply the drops. Some of them might be big, some of them should be smaller. Just don't do them perfectly symmetrical and identical, because it's just no fun. And then we will cure it, but not for 30 seconds, whole curing time, which is 1 minute for my top coat. And now I can go back to some questions. Hello. After that chrome, do you need to seal in builder to prevent from chipping? Sometimes, if only top coat, it breaks sometimes. Seal, well, if you use the technique I showed you, I don't use any builder on top, it just helps me. So buff the free edge and the sidewalls and use the non-acid primer. Just try it, it really works and there's no need to seal it. If you will use the builder, then yes, absolutely, it will not peel ever, but I think it just, you know, it's just additional time and there's no need to do that, and it will be easier to take it off when you just use it. And the reason for that is that in Russia, Moscow, we usually, everybody wants just natural nails and the gel polish, and it's such a struggle to get these powders to last on a natural nail. So that's what we do, is use primer and buffing the sides, and that's how it stays. Okay, now it's cured. And I will take again my lint-free wipe, apply cleanse, and remove it. As you remember, there is no top coat on the top of the holo powder, so it will be simply cleaned after I clean it. And under those drops, it's locked because, well, we did lock it with a top coat. And now this is how we have the black or any other background and a holo drops. So what do you think? Would you guys try this design? Because like you just saw, it's so easy. And you can also use not only drops, you can create, like I told you, any different pattern, like lines, abstract lines, and just anything, and it will still look nice. So for this design, you probably already can tell how I did it. So I used the striping tape, which is, well, yes, I'm very wasteful, so I used this striping tape, which is hollow by itself. So you just apply it right on the center, then apply the top coat, rub it, and remove the line. And this is how you can get a line or anything you want. You can make them as a zebra, you can make them, diagonal, horizontal, like whatever you want. Okay, so now let's switch to the Holo flakes, because we spent enough time with the Holo powder now, and let's switch to the flakes. And there's just a couple tips on how to apply them also. From my experience, I use primer, then base coat, then top coat on natural nails. And, oh no, it went away. And I have no issues at all when I do these 3 steps. My client come back with no chipping. Try it. Takes extra time, but less. Yes, thanks. I absolutely agree. Just, if some chipping, if you see it, then that means something somewhere went wrong, especially if it's not only one client, if it's like 3 or 4 of them, right? It's something wrong. So these are the Holo flakes, and they also come in different colors. So this is the Holo. And also I've seen different colors, and I actually shared that link for you. Once again, I'm not sure if it's under the, oh no, it's not under the video now, but I promise I will add it right after we finish this live stream, because I found a very good links, and I also got my coupon for you guys to get a 10% off. So, okay. This is silver, and also I have gold, but it's not with me today, and they have other different colors, and there are even chameleon Holo flakes. Okay, so as you can see, they're not like powder. These particles are much larger, and they are all of different size and shape, and that's what makes them look so nice. Now let's do another tip with the Holo flakes, and I will apply the black background. For Holo flakes, it's not that crucial to have a perfect surface, but still, why not make it smooth, and then we will cure it. So there are also different ways to apply it, and here, yes. So you can do it with just applying it on a sticky layer of the color, or you can do the same like we did with the powder. You can apply a no cleanse top coat, under cure it half of the curing time, and then rub it, and it shows up much better actually, and it's more shining, more hollow. And the background color also, it depends on how it will look at the end. So these ones are with a black background, and I think, yeah, 1 coat will be enough here. And now let's do it the right way and the best way. I will apply, and with the Holo flakes you can do all the same as we just did with the chrome powder. You can try the same designs, but keep in mind that they will look a little different, as the particles of the Holo flakes, they are bigger and they are different. So sometimes it just, it looks fun when you apply it not on the whole nail, but partially, like with the fading, and it looks so much better. Yeah, thank you guys. You are very welcome. And it's okay, yeah, we need to wait 30 seconds until we apply it. And actually I had also some doubts if these flakes will last, but they are so thin, and like in a chrome powder, make sure when you apply them that it's all completely smooth, like they're not going on top of each other. And here we had 30 seconds, and let's apply them. And some clients will be like, oh, stop. Like, you know, they're pretty happy with this half look already, and it's fine. I think it looks like some starry sky or something. Or we can continue and make it even more hollow. And the application here is all the same. You can use the finger in a glove, or you can use the applicator or a silicone brush, whichever works best for you. And also make sure you rub it really well. And now we only need to seal it with the top coat. Well, I already have a couple examples which are sealed. Okay, so this is what we did today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. And now I will switch to my front camera to give you a quick update about the nail art game. If you're not familiar with that one, I will also explain what it is. And yeah, just a second, I will be with you. Okay, switching back. Okay, I'm here. So this was the live stream about Holo powder and Holo flakes. I hope it gave you the idea of how they work. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't really show how they look. When you go outside, especially on the sun, it looks so much better. And oh, I see I've been participating in this nail art game. That's great, Jenny. So nail art game is basically a free nail art class and a challenge at the same time. It will begin on September 1st, which is pretty close already, and you will have 7 lessons from me with different designs, and all you need to do is to recreate them. So 2 weeks, 7 designs. Every 2 days you will get a new design and have 2 days to recreate each one. Then everybody who will do it and get to the end will be among the finalists, and the best artwork among the finalists will be announced as the winner. And the winner gets annual access to my online classes, and also you will get a weekend getaway on the North Carolina shore. So this is what's it about. I will leave a link down below so you can read more about it. And also the update is that we are probably closing the registration next week because we had too many participants. I'm just afraid that we won't be technically possible for us to handle all that. So make sure you're registered if you haven't yet. And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for your questions and for your attention. I will take a quick look if I haven't missed some of those important. So we did the regular Holo, we did the Holo with the backgrounds, we did a couple of designs. So make sure you try them. They're really easy and fast, like always. Oh, and also I forget another update. In the nail art game, can we add more details like chrome powder, which is not included in your list, or materials we need? That's a great question. So the idea is to recreate the design, and it's okay if you will add something from yourself, if whatever it looks good within their particular design. But if there will be like, okay, I'm showing you how to do, well, let's say as an example, a cat, and you will do like a birds, well, that's probably won't work. Well, under each lesson I will explain like what do I expect from you. Like if it's abstract design, then yeah, I expect you to do abstract, but you can do it in some other way. But the goal is to try to recreate it, which is hard, I know, but that's the idea of learning. Like first you need to try to recreate and copy something, and once you're able to do that, then you can just, you know, switch on your imagination and do any kind of designs in the future. So another update I forgot to tell you is that tomorrow in this channel I will also post another video with the Holo flakes, and will give you a tip how also you can use them on your nails and how to update nails when you don't have time. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you won't miss it. What advice would you give to, okay, Someone who loves doing acrylic, but I think was born with I think I responded to that question already. So just keep doing what you're doing, because nobody was born with a brush in their hand. Just keep practicing, keep learning. Today you're so lucky to be doing nails, learning nails right now, because we have YouTube, we have Facebook, Instagram, so many things, so many opportunities to learn for free. So just use them. And can we do a recreation of the design and then another one with our own twist? Yes, absolutely, you can. So yes, the idea is to do the recreate, but also you can update and do some with your own twist. So make sure you subscribe so you won't miss my video tomorrow. And not only tomorrow, I try to post 2 to 3 times a week. And thank you guys so much for joining me on my live stream today. And we have the last question. It's okay to use some germs on nails art games? I'm not very good. I'm so scared to this game. Oh, don't be scared. It's gonna be fun. Trust me. I'm not going to ask you like to recreate Mona Lisa picture. Well, it's not that complicated. Trust me. Thank you. You're very welcome, Alexandra. And sorry I missed most of this live. Don't worry, Nikisha. We will turn off right now and you will be able to watch the replay. It will stay right there on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow. So we're not saying bye for long. Make sure you subscribe to Nail Art Game, and I'll see you soon. Bye.